It's Tom from MakeBeer, and what I'd like to do is introduce you to an exciting new development we have here. We have the new DIY kit from Cooper's, which is going to be replacing the old Cooper's microbrew kit. This new DIY kit was introduced into Australia last winter and has been extremely successful. Today, in this video, we'd like to spend some time showing you some comparisons between the two kits. So we'll get straight to that right now. Okay, right now what I'd like to do is talk about some of the differences between the two fermenters. And the new DIY kit, as you can see, is at first sight is much more transparent than the original Cooper's micro kit. This allows you to see the brew as it's going, particularly with the contrast against the transparent. You can see the foam and the krausen as it's forming. And in addition to that, there is a much more readable volume indicator. Particularly when the contrast of the brew, you'll be able to see very clearly exactly what level of brew you have in terms of volume. Similarities, both of them are 30-liter fermenters, which allows you to make big brews and gives you adequate headspace for the fermentation and CO2 and buildup of foam. Another new attribute, of course, is the slightly conical shape of the new DIY kit, which allows for the accumulation of the sediment at the bottom before bottling. Of course, it's going to accumulate anyway, but it just kind of goes into the bottom there. Another big advantage, as I can see readily, is the wide mouth of the top of the fermenter, making it easy to clean. This fermenter was easy to clean as well. I mean, the mouth is pretty wide, but you still have potentially some issues getting under this, the top of the part right here, this little curve. So, in addition, I think in terms of the base fermenter, that's all I have for now. So here I'd like to take the opportunity to discuss the differences of the lids of the two fermenters. The original Cooper's micro kit had a screw-on lid, simply a screw, or actually when you're putting it on, you might put it on the breads and spin, and there you go. It also included an airlock, which you filled halfway with water and put in the top of the lid. The airlock allowed for the escape of the CO2 gases while preventing the oxygen from getting inside the beer. So the new kit has no airlock. Instead, it has what is called a krausen collar and another lid that just simply drops down. There are no threads to spin, okay? No threads to actually strip as well. So here we have a krausen collar, which once primary fermentation is complete, you will be able to see visible signs of fermentation crumbs of krausen all over it. You can then take this and put it in your dishwasher, put this collar back on. The CO2 gases will be able to escape through the lid, and as it's completed finishing, it will be resting on top, preventing any oxygen from getting inside the beer. Okay, so for this installment of the comparison between the two equipment kits, what we're going to talk about is the tap. Okay, so the tap with the older equipment kit had plastic threads which needed to be screwed into the fermenter as such. It also included a sediment reducer. Now, the sediment reducer is basically a slot which draws the liquid from the top. So obviously we put it in like this with the top pointing up away from the spout. Okay, push in like such, and then you take the tap and screw in. Of course, sometimes this gets a little complicated, but not in this case, as I'm demonstrating. And then you tighten it up, not too tight, but tight enough so when you're using the tap itself, you open it and shut it as such. Now, the new kit includes a tap, which is much easier to clean and easy to snap together, no threads. What you do with this one is you take the on-off or opening shut thing. It has a slot right here which allows the liquid to go through. You snap it in as such, push in all the way, okay? And then you're gonna, when you turn it like this, makes it so you can see it is now open, okay? And then you just simply pop the valve in as such. So right now it's set to open, and then you close it in this manner, okay? Very easy. And when you're ready to clean it, easy, pop off. Again, reverse step, pop, voila. Back in, turn, pop. So now we're going to take a minute to talk about similar components in the two kits. So both kits contain, well, a generic spoon to help stir the wort, the beer, 30 740 milliliter PET bottles, each bottle being amber in color, which filters out the sunlight and contains a CO2 and oxygen barrier to keep your beer fresh. PET caps, reusable, just as well. The bottles are reusable as well. In addition, we have a self-adhesive thermometer strip. Just simply peel the sticker, or you can even tape it on, so that way you can reuse it, and put at the beer level on the fermenters. Last but not least is the bottling wand, which you simply insert into the spout of the spigot, and the new spigot snaps in quite nicely. Just push right in, and you're ready to go. Fill up those beers, turn on the spigot, and with a little notch at the bottom, press into the bottle, ready to go. And here we'll talk about one of the big differences in the kit is the new hydrometer. The old hydrometer, which was your generic all-in-one hydrometer used for any purposes of measuring the liquids, it is a glass one, which is easily breakable. The new hydrometer comes with a stand, making it so it stands fairly nicely. It's easy to read. You can see the settings right there. And the best part about it is it doesn't break. Okay, also included in the kit, just like in the original kit, are all the ingredients you need to make your first batch of beer, which includes a Cooper's beer kit. There's a sachet of yeast under the lid, a recommended fermentable, such as Brew Enhancer 1, carbonation drops for easy bottling, and that's everything you need to make your first batch of beer. We've also included an updated DVD-ROM, which has interactive ability to it. So, when you have any questions, you can contact us at info@makebeer.net. Cheers! Happy brewing!